You're listening to Blind Chats with the Back Road Chicks.
Welcome to the Late Night Cruise.
The Late Night Cruise.
We're your hosts,
Courtney
and Brienne. Buckle in.
It's going to be a wild ride. I'm not going to do that. I can't do it.
No. It's okay. That's because I was in the middle of the sentence. I wasn't prepared. No, I think that's a great point, though, Courtney. And what I was trying to get at before, my outburst was when communication is in play, problems go away. And when silence and communication stops, the relationship will decay.
Oh, I like that.
Right? That's why it's so important.
Yeah, that is. Oh my gosh. That's a really good. Where did you get that?
It honestly just came into my head. I don't know why. Sometimes I just Dr. Seuss and it just happens. But I think your example just got me so excited because I'm like, yes, exactly. Brent is the pinnacle and how a man should communicate, and you guys you just are the gold standard of communication.
We try.
Right? And I'm excited for gold standards because we are having guest stars today.
We are. Welcome back, folks.
Welcome back. Oh, wait, we are recording, right?
Yes.
Oh. I forgot to check. Microphone check.
Because she can't tell.
Right?
And I'm sneaky. I just do it.
She does. She hits record.
I just start.
And then, surprise! But yes, it's guest star day.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a burning topic.
Well, it's, communication is probably going to come up, I'm guessing.
Oh, I would assume so.
I would assume so.
But we're stoked because this is a very important topic that hits for everyone, all ages, both sexes. We're talking today about red flags, deal breakers, and green flags. Yes.
Hence the shout out to Brent.
Yep. And this is Ask the Guys. We're going to have a few male guest stars on, and our guests are going to be from all across different age groups. So we're gaining eclectic wisdom.
Brad speaking.
Hello, housekeeping. I'm just kidding. Hi, Brad. Welcome.
The troublesome twosome.
Oh.
Rename you both.
You've heard of us.
I'm now making
I even sat down with Roxanne was it last night? Yeah, last night, and listened to one of your podcasts, and okay. I was thinking, I'm hoping they don't want to interview me because, I'm going to say stuff that they may not be able to.
Well, now it is the troublesome threesome. So welcome aboard. Blind Chats with the Back Road Chicks.
So what? Now you want to have a threesome? Is that what you do?
No. Let's not misinterpret this for the viewers, Brad.
Okay. To talk about red flags here. I mean, I'm 68 years old, so I'm thinking about a threesome. There's a heart attack right there.
Your idea of a threesome is getting both balls and your pencil to work at the same time, right?
Yeah, exactly. The only threesome I'm allowed is to have my wife and a student dancing with me at the same time. That'd be about it.
You better be careful because she's got a trade-in for you at the local Timmy's.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're glad to have you on the show, Brad. You're always a hoot. So what would you say that are red flags, aside from threesomes, that men should look out for in women?
Wow. Okay. Now, that's a tough one because, as I said, I'm 68. So, I've seen enough red flags. I've walked through them. I've been through them. I've ventured through them. So I've got, let's just say 48 years. When did I start dating? Oh, God. How old was Karen when I first met her? I think I was in grade 5 when I met my first girlfriend. No, kidding. Yeah. Yeah. I was in grade 5. Her name was Karen, and she just beat me at all. But that's another story. Anyway, red flags. Now, keep in mind this situation. Let's just say in today's environment and in today's, God, I'm not politically correct. So the first thing.
Oh, neither am I.
Somebody who's politically. Yeah, well, somebody who's so politically correct that they can't speak their own mind, that would be a solid red flag for me.
Oh, I love that.
That's a good one.
If you cannot speak your own mind, you're so afraid of offending somebody, then you know what? Get a life, go live on an island where, you can talk to yourself and drive yourself crazy.
No, I love that. So true.
There's enough stupid people out there that give me a break.
Yeah, you can't inoculate stupid. You can put a bullet through it, though.
Oh, dear.
I mean, tell me what's on your mind. We can work with it. Whether I agree with it or not is not the point. It's you're speaking honestly, and just tell me what's going on.
Correct.
And we'll work with it. We'll figure it out. We'll work together on it.
Yes.
And you know what? Nothing can be overcome. I mean, nothing can be overcome. Everything can be overcome if you're willing to at least try.
Yes.
Try.
Oh, beautiful.
Just, open yourself up. We all make mistakes. We all say stuff. We all, and we're Canadian, so we're sorry. Whatever. Yeah.
Oh, that's
you
awesome.
know what? I mean, let's just say I've always been an outgoing person, but I was always very afraid to be outspoken. And but you wouldn't know it now. You absolutely wouldn't know it now. I've found that over time, you just, just say it. And whether you agree with me or not, that's okay.
Yep.
That's okay. There are many things that I just say. I'm old. I'm an old person, and I just say shit. You're
not old. You're seasoned.
And the good part about it is, you look at somebody when I say something like that, and they go, "Oh, finally, somebody said it."
Yes, true.
Totally.
At 68, people expect old people to say shit. So
you're not even that old, but we appreciate your generation.
I'm just helping out the younger generation. We're old, we're silly, we're crazy. I mean, I can tell us an off-color, dirty joke, and people will laugh at it like crazy, and they'll just say, "Oh, he's so funny, he's so old, he's so silly." But somebody who's, we'll say, 20 years younger than I am, they will say that same joke, and they'll be sitting in HR. And, don't even get me started with HR. Oh, my God.
That's a whole other episode.
On and on and on.
What are some other red flags then, would you say?
Oh, God. Red flags, kind of like Roxanne, if you don't like animals, well, then there's a place for you. It's called hell. If you abuse an animal, you know what? The problem with the legal system is they don't do to you what I think they should do to you if you abuse an animal.
I agree.
Yes.
Agreed.
I agree.
There's, and everybody will agree with me today. Other red flags, people that and I'm going to base this again on animals, people that get animals that shouldn't even have them.
Yes.
They've done a terrible job with children. At that point, they should be given a serum or something that makes their brain go to mush, because they shouldn't own an animal at all.
Agreed.
There's a lot of upkeep and letting your partner do, letting the other person do their thing while I do mine. I'm a fix-it. I'm a MacGyver. I'm a jack of all trades, a master of none. I just like fixing stuff and doing stuff. It's kind of like why I got into teaching. And Brienne, you've known this. You told me this. If I give you a compliment, you better realize that it hurts me to give you a compliment. I have much more fun giving you a hard time and running you down.
And I don't believe your compliments.
Red flags. If you tell me the truth, and I tell you the truth, and then you lose it, that's on you. That's on you.
Yes, it is.
Not on me. You wanted the truth.
Yep.
Quit. Oh, did I bruise your little tiny ego?
This is why I adore you.
And people have said called me an a-hole. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm really okay with that.
So red flags, like
I've made you
thick skin, not having a thick skin, and yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you gotta have a thick skin with me, and I expect it back.
Yes.
I absolutely expect it back. If if I challenge you and you can't challenge me, we're not a team. We're you know what? Next.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't blow sunshine up my butt. Yeah, I have people that blow sunshine up my butt, and I just okay, fine, whatever. Yeah, next.
Yeah.
Just tell me the truth. Just tell me what's going on, and we'll figure it out.
We like it. We like
Love
it.
it.
So yeah, in summary, the red flags. It's okay.
Good.
I'll just summarize for the viewers. So the red flags are definitely any animal abuse. We know not being able to take a joke or criticism, not speaking your mind, not being able to handle the truth, not having a thick skin. And then green flags would be obviously supportive, grow together, and to be able to do things dependently on your own. Sense of humor, loving animals. I like it.
These are all really good. Good points.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, there's politically correct and there's stupid. I mean, you don't have to be politically correct to tell the truth.
Yes.
And you know what? If your feelings get hurt that easily, well, there's an island for you that you can go live on. and you know what? No one will bother you. You can live off the free oxygen and the plant life and everything else, and be carbon neutral and be wonderful. And my God, there's where we should be spending money, is building an island for stupid people like that.
I'm okay with that. I'm actually great. Stupid people and assholes. They can go there, and then the good society can stay here, so we can pick through the good people to pair up, and the bad people can go pair up on their own. I'm good with that. Now, do you have any advice, or is there any flags, Brad, that you would say for women to watch out for in men, or does all this go across both sexes?
You know what? For the most part, I'm gonna say it took me 45 years to figure out how to treat people. For the first 45 years of my life, I was a bit of a prick. Okay, I admit it. You know what it was? I was a prick. I was an asshole. I was an abuser and everything else, or user, abuser. I didn't have patience for it. I started to realize people's feelings and everything else, and not just feelings when I say their feelings are, it's too bright, it's too dark, it's too light, it's too cold. No, not that. I'm talking about real feelings. And then when it finally came back to me, I went, hey, you know what? Maybe I've been doing something wrong. So really, ladies, for the men under 45, they're idiots. Their head is not on their shoulders; it's in their pants.
I agree.
And that's what they're thinking. That's what they're thinking with. They really, really, really are. Now, there's a few of them over 45 that are thinking with their head in their pants.
Yeah, agreed, Schmeeb.
But they really. It takes us much longer to. Do I use the word mature? Oh my God!
So for us, you would say date older men.
Hey.
Or what do we watch out for? Maturity and like how they treat others is a big one.
Yeah. So for women, if you're looking for a younger guy to treat you wonderfully and support you and all that kind of wonderful stuff when he's younger, his head ain't in it. He's forget it. Forget it. He's got too much going on. And as he gets older and starts to figure stuff out, then he's kind of focused. He could focus more on a relationship. So
what would you say was the turning point? What was the turning point for you to learn how to treat women right in the respect? What was the aha moment?
When someone pretty much sat me down and told me that I was a real asshole, and they talked to me straight to my face, not behind my back, and it was someone I really cared about, and I valued their opinion, and they had enough balls to say that, and they thought that I was going to get upset, but I respected their opinion, and I can't even think of who that person was right now. I really can't.
That's awesome.
Because there was a couple of them, to be honest with you.
And it's really enlightening that you can share this and be open. We appreciate that. That is a huge quality for us as women. I think I can speak for both Courtney and I. Someone that can take ownership and admit and speak about that. So thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, it's a tough thing. It really is. And a valued friend, and a friend that I would curse at or whatever, they would curse at me, an equal. Someone I equaled, and they pretty much sat me down and put me in my place. I went, holy shit. Someone had enough balls to challenge me and put me in my place, and I respect that. And they didn't do it, and it was a woman, by the way, and they didn't do it by yelling and screaming and, going off the deep end and, oh my God, everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's the last thing I want to hear.
Oh,
The last thing I want is a lecture from somebody who's lost it. Like just in their mind, they're screaming at the top of their lungs and everything else. Like, forget it, No,
totally.
No, I am not going to listen to you.
Well, you have to come into a communication and a conversation with a calm demeanor, with a resolution and solution in mind, not to attack or cut the person down.
Yes.
Which is I had to say the same thing. I was like, you know what, look, like, I know you're a good person. You have some great qualities. You just make some really shitty choices and decisions and hurt people. And like this behavior that you elicit.
That's 100% right.
That's why I had to tell him. I'm like, this behavior is shitty. This quality is crappy, but you are a good person. So smarten up, essentially. Like, pull your head out of your ass.
Yeah. And was it a defense mechanism? Okay, will I admit, was it a defense mechanism to that, I wasn't going to let anybody in close or whatever? Sure. But this person, and believe it or not, this wasn't a person that I was emotionally involved with. This was like an equal. It was a female who was an equal.
Mm-hmm.
They could treat me like crap. I could treat them like crap. We never thought anything about it. Well, it was just one of those things. But and putting yourself out there, you're going to get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get hurt. You minimize the hurt as much as you can. And I won't even say how many relationships I've been in that did not work out.
That is okay. I guess you've learned.
Yeah, there's not enough numbers in the numerical count.
And our closing question, thank you so much, Brad, is what would you say is one piece of advice, or what would you say has made a lasting marriage with you and Roxanne? What makes that successful?
Wow. Well, she's rich and I'm broke. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm kidding. She's sitting beside me and she's got the hand up already.
Atta girl. I hope it's cast iron.
Okay. Well, okay. Now, keep in mind, my average relationship used to be 6 months. 6 months.
Oh, wow.
A year. Yeah, a couple of years. Yeah. I would self-destruct it and everything else. And anyway, that being said, we're going on, we're married October 29th, 2011. And I always remember that. I watch our wedding at least once a month.
I love it. You guys are my favorite couple. I love you both.
Yeah. Her screensaver is our wedding pictures.
Aww.
And actually, one of the things I would really like to do is if we had a serious couple come in and wanted to really learn a nice wedding waltz, I would love to teach them our wedding waltz.
Woo! I hope that's me one day.
I just did. Yeah, that would be a highlight in life and everything else.
That would be a highlight of my life too.
Yeah, you know what really helps is all the animals we got. As frustrated as we get with each other, we have to bottle that up, per se, and deal with the animals, because the animals require all our focus. Okay? The animals come first. We both agree that the animals come first.
So you come together under something mutual.
Yeah. So if you really want to build on a relationship, I mean, that's actually what Scott, Roxanne, and I started, was we got our first dog together, and don't even start. It's going to get dusty in here. Just go. Anyway, that was we spoil each. We don't we get to spoil the animals and give the animals gift from each other to the animals. We barely give each other gifts because we just buy what we need. But when it comes to the animals, we'll say, "Oh, I bought this. I'm buying this for you to go to." We'll say Emily. You are buying her this gift. I picked it out.
Right.
Yeah. That's adorable.
That kind of thing.
We love it. Thank you, Brad.
Yeah, it's get an animal. Don't get just one. Get two. And, they don't like when Mommy gets upset, so Daddy just gets loud. Mommy just gives them the look, and that's one thing, guys. When you get the look, just whatever you did, whether you did or didn't do anything, just go, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry."
There's the money advice.
I have no idea what I did wrong.
But I'm sorry.
Absolutely screwed up, said or did something. I'm sorry.
That is a huge green flag. Apologize.
Apologize.
Oh, God. Yeah, exactly. Just you know what, just say it and get on with it. Now, the interesting thing, I've tried to give Roxanne that look. It didn't work. It completely backfired on me. She just looked at me and said, "Why do you have that stupid look on your face?"
It doesn't work.
But yet, when she gives me the look, oh boy, okay, whatever, dear. What did you want me to do? Okay, yeah.
Perfect.
I think that's called commitment, and go, and it's not like, okay, let me go out and buy you something. It's okay, well, just whatever it is, I'm sorry, and I'll probably do it again, so I'll just give you an extra sorry because I'm going to be in.
Thank your apologies. We love it. Thank you so much. You've been awesome, Brad.
No problem. Okay.
All right, we'll talk soon.
You guys behave yourself tonight.
We'll try.
No promises.
I'll call you from the slammer.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. We'll see you on Sunday. We're going to see you Sunday.
Yep.
Yes, we are.
We'll see you Sunday.
I'm looking forward to it. And be prepared that you're going to be sore when you leave, because boy, do I have a workout planned for you.
Oh, not another threesome, Brad. We just talked about this.
Hang on,
you put that camera down.
I should clarify. I have a dance workout for you.
That's better.
Exactly.
Perfect.
Thank you, Brad. We'll see you Sunday.
Okay, ladies.
All right.
You have a fantastic night tonight.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Bye now. Bye.
I'll fit it in a word.
That's what she said.
I mean, so red flags and stuff. I'm just saying, I love me some chicken.
Yeah.
So it's a red flag if a guy is trying to get in your pants right away. There's gonna be no chicken and dicking on the first date, y'all.
No Netflix and chill.
No Amazon Prime and recline. Like, you wait. You make him wait 6 weeks. Make him wait 6 weeks. Put him to the test.
Okay.
GL Lambert his ass.
Okay, 6 weeks. So that's our benchmark, huh?
I'm saying.
Okay.
It cannot be before like 4 or 5 days. No.
Like, okay. All right.
Ish.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we're going to call you know who.
Oh.
We're not going to call. He's sitting with us. He's totally right here with us today.
Surprise.
This is Brent. Welcome to our show.
Welcome
nice
back.
to be here.
Again.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. So we are talking about red flags and deal breakers and green flags. So we're just kind of asking the guys this time. We're asking, what things do you look for and what do you notice as red flags in relationships?
And both sexes.
Ooh.
Huh.
I mean, there's something to be said. I don't know. I mean, how deep we talking? Because, right off the hop,
9 inches at least.
Abuse.
Abuse, no. Whether it's verbal or God forbid, physical, like that kind of stuff generally doesn't get better. And maybe you can change things with somebody, but ultimately that's probably a core part of who they are, and it's really hard to change.
Ooh, that's a good one.
So would you say if you find out they have a history of physical and verbal abuse, that would be a deal breaker or red flag, or both.
I would definitely say both. Because,
Okay.
I mean, you kind of have to do a little bit of sleuth and a little bit of investigating. Because, like, is it true? If it is, well, that absolute red flag right there. You know, if it's physical, or they just, get into full-on shouting matches and can't resolve their issues.
Yeah, I don't like yellers.
Yeah. Oh, hell, God. No.
Like trauma, like if they're coming from a place of trauma. I mean, everybody's got trauma, but like
It's people that scream and yell.
yeah,
No
if
thanks.
it's coming to a point of abusive, verbally, emotionally is another one.
Mm-hmm.
Emotionally abusive.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You definitely have to investigate, like you said. What do you call an alligator in a vest? An investigator! Da-dum-dum-cha!
Can't take her anywhere.
That is true.
That's actually a really good one.
Tamed.
That's the abuse one. That's a really good one because yeah, that would totally be a huge red flag
Absolutely.
and a deal breaker.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Physical, bye!
Oh, totally. Physical. First sign of physical abuse.
Mhm.
Gone. Bye.
Yep.
Yep.
Hit the road, Jack.
And then, I mean, when it comes to, like, addictive personalities, I mean, there's everybody has their vices. I have my stupid card game, and some people drink to excess. Some people, they just go a little bit hard at the casino, that kind of thing. That's definitely a red flag. That's definitely something that could lead to problems down the line.
Ooh, that's a good one too.
Yes.
So in terms of what about drug behavior? Is that a deal breaker for you? If someone, I mean, I'm not talking about marijuana. I'm talking more about harder drugs.
Yes. I mean, that's me personally.
Mm-hmm.
There's some people that can, manage that, or, it's just a side thing that they do. But ultimately, you kind of have to make a choice at that. And I mean, at the very least, that could be a red flag, especially if they're, going hard, or, they're doing it behind your back.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, sneaky behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anything, anytime they're like trying to hide stuff, or not just, at least be willing to be vulnerable and be open.
True.
Very good. That's, yeah.
I have two questions. So, because there's always double standards, let's not kid ourselves. Do you feel that these flags apply across both sexes, or do you feel that it's more excusable in either a man or a woman when it comes to addictive behavior or abusive behavior?
Nope. Across
Excellent.
the board.
Yes! Good answer!
The genders are equal. No. I've been in a physically abusive relationship with a girl. It wasn't great. And, anytime you tell somebody, they're like, oh, well, why didn't you do this? Or, man up. And I'm sorry, I got smacked across the face hard enough that everybody in the aisle stopped in a superstore, and I just walked out.
Yeah, man shaming and emasculating is not okay. It can happen to men as well. So I definitely am in agreement there.
Yeah, absolutely. Me too.
And my second question, a history with a criminal record.
Ooh. Not one I've come across.
I have. I seem to date those.
I have a secret. I'm totally kidding.
It's assault! Public indecency!
I knew it.
Remember way back when we called you from jail?
I saw her titties during spring break! Just kidding.
Sorry, babe.
Sorry, Neats.
But I mean, that, it's definitely possible for people to change. That's what the whole prison system's supposed to do. I know, it doesn't. But you kind of have to make a judgment call. And I mean, are they sorry about it? Are they remorseful? Do you think that they're going to do it again? Or, do you think that they've realized the error of their ways, and, that was the catalyst of them changing?
Yep.
And really, it's up to the person to make that call.
I love it.
That's true.
So no one can judge me for dating ex-cons anymore. You heard it here first.
Anymore.
I mean, no judging me anymore.
Oh, gotcha.
I mean, I wouldn't put it on the initial checklist.
Well, no, I'm just saying it's not a full-on deal breaker or flag. Like, if we busted into Big Pharma and throwing out cures to the world, I'm cool with that. I'll go.
Hang on a sec. Now, okay. Criminal record, fine. Does it matter what the crime is?
Yes.
Yep. 100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like if it's like tax fraud, okay, maybe I'll let it slide.
Yeah, go ahead. Take it from the government. Sock it to Big Sam or whatever his name is. I'm okay with that.
Uncle Sam.
Uncle, thank you.
Uncle Sam. I got you, B.
Uncle Sam. Sock it to him. They were supposed to get rid of GST after the First World War. They didn't, so they're criminalizing us. We're just taking back what's ours. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with, you sell some drugs or whatever. You're trying to make a living as a kid, like whatever. It's all good. But like, if you're like, I don't know, as a child, like not as an adult, I feel like drug dealer or physically assaulting or like anything to do with children. You not hurt children.
No.
Yeah.
Death penalty.
Yeah, you know what? I'm on board with that.
Mhm.
Fair.
You do stuff to kids or like pedophile.
Yep. Bye.
rapist. Bye.
Death.
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
Off with your balls.
With balls.
Or your clitoris.
Ooh,
Because there could be women sex offenders too.
this is true. This is true.
Those are the ones that like stand out for me.
Totally. What about green flags? What about things that you look for? What about things that
Mm.
catch your attention?
Open communication.
Yes.
If somebody can just talk to you and say, hey, this happened, or I'm feeling this about this situation, like I don't really like going to your parents, or I'm not really happy with the way that you handled something.
Mm.
And as long as they're willing to work out either a compromise or like talk it out with you and at least try to get on the same page.
This is why you're the gold standard of men right now.
This is true. Can confirm.
Mm-hmm. Like, why are you silent? Why are you pulling back? Why are you shut down? Let's talk.
That doesn't happen. No, I agree. I completely agree. Like, I want to be able to have a conversation about anything.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Not hiding. Or
make the problem
away.
not the people the problem.
Yep.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Mm-hmm. She had a really good quote that she said, communication.
When communication's in play, the problems go away.
Yes.
Yeah, and when silence comes in, well, then the relationship's going to decay.
I like that. That's good. I still like that.
Yeah. It was more eloquent the first time.
It was.
I fuck up okay. Any more green flags? Which, like last episode, y'all, I'm just going to error correct myself now. I said hurted, like a weetaw. I don't know why that came out of my mouth. I was supposed to say hurt. I was tired and depressed, okay? It's not my fault. I'm just throwing that out there now. I know how it sounded, so I want to hear no one up in the comments. Anyway, carry on, Brett. Good breath, good hygiene. Red flags should be hygiene.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hygiene and cleanliness, I feel like, should be a red flag. I'm just saying, like, if you constantly have some funky tail going on, then I'm just saying. I just constant, like, I dated a dude with halitosis. That did not last more than a week. Please brush your teeth, and please wash your effing hands after you use the washroom. Well, please, for the love of God, wash your hands. That's all I ask.
I don't think that's a lot to ask.
Right? Red flag, the way that you put your toilet paper on the roll.
Oh my gosh.
I'm starting a fight on Facebook on this one on Friday. I've already had it planned. There is a right and a wrong way.
All right, let's talk about that. Are you over or under?
Oh, over.
Oh, yes!
Yes, you are! Yes, you are! Yes, you are! Sorry.
Everybody's so much less efficient. Like, why would you, if you do that, you're kind of a sociopath.
Right, Kate, and I'm sorry, but there's those people that make mitts around their hand to make sure they're not getting any schmeeples on them, but then there's those people that are so conservative, they take, 2 pieces. So your digit slips and goes in your sphincter, and now you got a soiled mitt, and you're going to be pawing under for the next person and leaving your schmutz behind? I don't want to be touching another man's schmutz. You can put it over, you can at least use your elbow and get at that shit ticket. I'm just saying. Now we're going to be over. Over or out. That's first on the application. How do you wipe your ass? Is it roll over or under?
Oh my gosh.
Sorry. It's very aggravating. At my workplace, there's a couple of us that put it over, a couple of us that put it under. I walk up in that bathroom, and anytime it's under, I switch it to over. And it was months later, my coworker's she's like, I know you put it the same way as I do. And she's like, did you ever notice when you go in there, it switches? I'm like, yes, I did. I did that. She's like, thank you so much. I'm like, I got you.
Okay, so big red flag is how do you put your toilet paper, folks? I feel like that's a valid deal breaker.
I do too. I don't want to touch your schmeevils. And I'm sorry, but if you pee on the seat, please wipe it up.
It's not hard.
I don't like to have to power squat. It hurts the thighs. Sometimes I'm tired and I don't want to have to hover. Wipe up, sip your river out of your canned drinks, wipe up your schmutz on the seat. If you can't keep a clean bathroom, I think that's a little bit of a flag.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the number of flags for you. I'm not gonna touch it.
Who, me or him?
You.
Listen, it's because I've collected like a whole Communist Party of China with the things I've dated. I have a whole collection.
Okay.
There's a lot of things I let slide.
This is true.
Now it's no more.
Yeah, what kind of things would you let slide?
Oh.
Let's slide. Ooh. I'm bad for it. I let a lot of things slide.
Right? See, it's not just me.
Definitely. Yeah, no, I've let so much stuff just be fine, whatever, you know. I'm sure we'll get around to it. Never do. Never do.
Courtney's in the hot seat now.
Do you think that it's like a pattern that kind of repeats itself, like one little thing kind of snowballs?
Oh, yeah. And I mean, the more time you spend with somebody, the more anything that they do that bothers you is going to be magnified, especially if it's not something that you're dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then the things that bug you about a person that you can't change, they're going to get worse and worse. And you got to find, I don't know, you got to find a way to cope.
Interesting.
Yeah, no one's ever going to be perfect. And that's the sad part of relationships is that people will, like, you'll get like 80%, 90% of your needs met, but people will leave that 80, 90 for the 10 or 20. And then they're kicking themselves.
Well, my question to that is, okay, yes, nobody's perfect.
Nope.
But if everybody gives 110 on each side and it's not a 50-50, like, what are your thoughts on contribution? Like, should it be a 50-50? Should it be 100-100? What should it be? What's your ratio?
I mean, it should be whatever you can do. Like, you know, theoretically, if it's a relationship, this is your person. You should be willing to do everything and anything that you can to, like, help them get by.
Priority.
Yeah. They should be your priority. So, you know, if you're not able to give 100%, you know, that doesn't mean give nothing. Just whatever the heck you can.
I feel like I'm breathing in fresh air as he speaks. He's our new man trainer.
It's perfection personified.
I did acknowledge that I hired 3 EDSOs, but last time we were with Brent, I hired him on as my 4th EDSO. So I have 2 men and 2 women now as my EDSOs.
And just clarify for our viewers, what is an EDSO?
Oh, yes, an emotional damage screening officer. You have to unanimously get by Courtney, Brittany, Brent, and Dennis before coming to me.
That sounds like a big responsibility.
It's a good service.
Thank you.
It is a good service.
Protect thy neighbor.
Right?
I had one more.
Ooh,
yes!
Go for it. Tell me.
Value people's time.
Thank you. Can you repeat that?
Value people's time.
That's right. Talking to their good ear.
You know, there's only so many hours in the day. You gotta make sure that, you know, if somebody's going out of their way for you, you know, appreciate it.
RESPECT. I know what it means to me.
I totally agree.
That was perfect.
That was beautiful. Like, yeah, exactly. Like, if you can't make it, you can't make it. Like, don't make a promise you can't keep, but also understand life happens.
And would you also say then green flag for the finale? The little things. Making the most of each moment. Someone that actually goes that little extra mile to make you smile. Oh, that was cute.
Oh, that's cute. That rhymed.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, no, the little things are always what makes up a relationship. People have their little quirks and their little things, and, you know, if you can do something just to add that little bit of smile, making your coffee a certain way, or knowing your coffee order and doing it a little bit ahead of time.
Double with a caramel shot.
There you go.
There.
Good girlfriend.
Awesome.
That is, yeah, totally. Like, yeah, the little things.
Or showing up at my door with a panda as an apology. Just saying.
There's a story behind that, obviously.
The little things always count, unless they can't reach the back of your throat. Oh, I'm so sorry for being passive aggressive. Oops. Tourette's.
Oh, Shmeep shout out. I mean,
How's your tent, baby?
Oh, how's your BFI been? Oh, we're gonna get in trouble.
Thank you for your contribution.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for coming to visit with us today.
Of course.
Until next time.
We are now going to call my good friend, Grant.
Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Hello, Grant. Welcome to Blind Chats with the Background Chicks.
Hi, Grant.
Hi.
Hi.
That was probably my favorite intro ever, by the way. Shoutouts to Grant for the comicals. So we are so stoked to have you welcome to the show for the very first time.
Welcome.
Thank you for your likes, subscribes, and comments. Viewers, please follow his lead. He is a good.
I do what I can.
He's a good exemplar and a good man. Do what he does. Like, share, follow, subscribe, and comment.
Yes, please do.
So, Grant.
We've got burning questions.
Yes.
Yeah, we have burning questions today, and I'm very excited because you always give great insight and input. And I did give you a little heads up, and I let the viewers know that, you know, we know what the topic is. So, burning questions. We talk about it all the time. Red flags. We want to know from you, Grant. First, we'll go with, what are some red flags in women that you see, and what are some absolute deal breakers from your perspective?
All right, let's get into it. Hot topic, maybe, going to cause some people not to sleep tonight, but I'm going to start. Biggest thing for me, respect. It's absolutely huge, and I feel like everything's a two-way street, right? But everyone deserves respect in a relationship. And I feel like for men especially, they need to feel respected. So they need to be heard and understood, and just, it has to be there. It really does.
And what are some ways that you feel like heard and respected? Like, what does a woman need to do? Or
not need to do? What are some ways what are some things that feel disrespectful to you?
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's a rabbit hole.
Sorry.
All good. I feel like just listen. That's, you know what I mean? Just listen. And it's not as simple as obey. That's very different. But it's, if I'm speaking, just please have that courtesy and respect. Just listen. And disrespect can be, anything from maintaining communication with that ex-boyfriend that you promised you don't talk to anymore. There's so many things that can be disrespectful, but
or you don't flirt with other men or other women in front of your spouse or when you're out.
True. Very true.
Wow. Yeah, respect. Okay, so let's touch on that for just quickly, but you're going to act the same whether or not I'm standing right beside you or not beside you. It doesn't matter. Be respectful. Respect that relationship. And again, it's a two-way street. If a man is out without his lady, you better act right.
Yes.
Don't go pretending you're single because she's not beside you. People need to understand, respecting a relationship. If it's not there, you don't have a relationship.
That's very true.
I completely agree. Respect is absolutely huge. That's a big one. And there's so many ways how I feel disrespected. It's like, if you're going to prioritize the opposite sex over your partner, that's huge. Or if you're going to have those close, intimate bonds, and intimate doesn't mean just physical. It means emotional attachment and bonds to someone that's not your partner, and you want to seek that attention or validation elsewhere. To me, that's a huge sign of disrespect. And it has nothing to do with being secure or insecure within a relationship. It comes down to, do you value your partner, and are you proud to be with them, and do you want to show them that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. It needs to be there, right? And I guess I could segue into the next red flag with that being said is, say, maintaining close relationships with exes or people you know who are interested in you of the opposite sex, and you play it off like, oh no, it's just my friend. It's just my friend.
Okay.
Yeah. So personal experience. May or may not have dated a girl recently. So yeah, and
no shade.
She plays this thing off of, well, how do you feel about me having like a guy best friend? And I'm like, well, like, tell me about him. Like, where did you meet him? How did you meet him? How long have you been friends? Like, then the best part, oh, well, we met about a month ago on online dating.
Oh dear.
And and so we went on one date, but don't worry, I felt no spark. There was no physical attraction.
Of course.
Of course.
I'm like, okay, but how does he feel? Well, it doesn't matter because I don't feel the spark. And I'm like, okay, so this guy's clearly into you.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
A relationship with you of any kind he can because he's desperate to get in your pants.
Yep.
Okay, interesting.
They're hoping for that day that you slip up and fall and you'll be like, oh, let me save me like a damsel in distress.
Oh, that's
Exactly.
interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so just fun fact, we could fast forward a few months later. Sure enough, he professes his love for her, wants to marry her, etc., etc., etc. And I'm like,
wonderful.
Yeah, so.
And that's why you do not never date someone, essentially is what you're saying, with lingering exes or collections of men or women on the sidelines. Like an abundance of options sitting there waiting with an open lid.
Right.
That you can dip your hand in any time if you choose.
Bingo. And like you said, Brianne, you need to value your relationship more than these extra little side pieces.
Right?
Yeah.
I was going to be passive aggressive, but I'm going to not this episode. You inspired me with a previous person you dated, and I just, I didn't really date this person, but when you're sitting there and having quality time with people and they're more attracted to their phone or fictitious beings that they don't know in real life and rather spend time with them in front of you, I find that incredibly disrespectful.
Yes.
Oh, can we get into phone behavior?
Can we please?
Yes.
Because if you're sitting there slamming a heart on like someone's screen, but I'm sitting here ready to suck your dick if you're like down for me, like you're losing out, bro. Like you could just be like, hey, you're mine. I'd be like, I'll do whatever you want. But you know what I'm saying? But if you're not going to respect me and you're not choosing me,
we're going to have to put a disclaimer on the beginning of this.
That's okay. Then you can Marilyn Manson your own dick, bro.
Dude. Oh my gosh.
Sorry, Anita. So sorry. You can wash my mouth, but you can also close your ears. Love you long time.
Oh my god.
Sorry, take it away, Grant.
Phone behavior.
Wow.
Sorry.
I don't even know how to follow that up. But no, so I mean, and there could be a wide range of things from social media, and you're taking all these people's photos and stalking them online. And I mean, social media has ruined relationships, but
thank you.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, it doesn't matter. OnlyFans. What? You're in a relationship? What are you on OnlyFans? Paying to watch other girls' content?
Right?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So trust me, if you ladies see any of that, run.
Okay.
Yeah, and honestly, even I've picked up on this over the years, and a lot of people have different explanations and excuses and whatever, but it's just like, I know me personally, my phone is an open book.
Same.
And I mean, even having something like text previews come up on the screen, I've dated people who just like ringers off, phone is stuffed deep in their purse, and then they grab it and they go to the bathroom to check it. And I'm like,
oh.
No.
Or they have it face down. No. My phone is always face up, but if we're having quality time, my phone is face up. You can go through it anytime. You can have my password, but it is on silent when I'm spending time with my person.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, time and a place, right?
Yep.
Just don't be shady. If you're gonna be weird and hide your phone, like, come on.
Like, you're going to sleep at night. Why does it matter where your phone is? Like, leave it in the room, face up, wherever it is. Like, there's no need to run and hide. Yeah, the shower thing. I've dated dudes that did that, or put it face down. Nah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Or never have a ringer on.
Just one girl I dated, she used to delete everything. Like, every single call in her call log, every single text message, she deleted everything.
Oh my gosh.
And when we first started dating, no joke, phone was out, ringer was on, everything is good. Then it started going, ringer off, phone in purse, never brought it out in front of me. Well, guess what? Turned out her and her ex-boyfriend were maintaining a little side relationship.
Of course they were.
Like, the signs are all there. People tell you exactly who they are. You just need to pick up on it.
Now, here's a good one that I didn't even plan to think of or ask until you said that. So basically a red flag is that phone behavior. However, that wasn't present in the beginning. It became a red flag down the road.
Yep, big time.
What is your suggestion?
Behavior changed.
Yes. So what do you do with behavior change and how do you take that?
Communication.
Oh, look at that. Yes.
Well, I have a question, a follow-up, Grant. The phone behavior or the social media, like the quality time, the kind of thing, like you're talking about, like if they're on their phone or if they're, like, yes, it is a red flag, but is it a deal breaker for you?
Okay, again, communicate.
Right.
Hey, when we're trying to have quality time, do you mind setting the phone aside? If you can't give me an hour of your time, I don't want you anyway. And I would really hope that, most of the time people would understand and say, yeah, hey, no problem. When we're together, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a different thing too with, say, you're searching or not searching, just scrolling social media versus posting thirst trap.
Okay.
You know what
That's where I draw the line.
I have to say this because this is something. So when you said communication, do you know what I find incredibly sexy and a green flag? When a man pays attention, because there has been a couple people where I don't tell them that it upsets me about the phone behavior or paying attention unless they watch the podcast. But I just naturally put my phone on silent. I leave it face up, but I'll put it away and not have it in my hand or distract. And I noticed a couple of them, even recently, followed my lead on that and did the same thing, which I find very respectful. And without even having to communicate that and them just like picking up on it naturally is so sexy.
Yeah. And the open book thing, like, if we're sitting down watching a movie or whatever, and it's like you're having a conversation about something and you're like, oh, I know this person from somewhere. Pick up the phone and look it up, right? Like, we're not talking about like complete absence of devices. We're talking about like the quality time that you're spending. You're not distracted sitting and scrolling. I know it's a rhetorical question, but is the OnlyFans a deal breaker?
Yes.
It would be for me.
I'm sorry, Brent, you were the guest star.
There's no way on this earth I'm going to be with someone who's going to be, I don't care, porn addiction.
Man whore, woman hoe.
Okay. Let me flip this on you. What if the person that you're seeing is the content creator?
And wants me in?
Like,
I know this answer. I know what he's gonna do.
I'll cut you in on it, kind of thing. Like, we'll split the profit.
No, the answer is no. Deal breaker, run. If they can cheat with you, they can cheat and will cheat on you.
Okay, fair enough. That is fair.
It's funny because I know so many people joke about like sick of my day job, gonna start an OnlyFans.
Yes,
but that's I don't know. That's a little too much.
I'm just saying, May 10th and 11th, I'm just gonna drop my drawers and sit on like a corner for curb days with a sign that says "One Man's Trash."
Oh my god,
that's like live feed OnlyFans. I'm gonna live stream that. Like, come one, come all, go to good home. Don't come with flags or deal breakers.
Oh my gosh, Brianne.
I'm just joking with that part.
Oh my gosh. She is.
Okay, so your next flag, Grant.
Okay. So we touched on communication. So I want to say like lack of open and honest communication.
Yes.
I feel like communication is the absolute foundation of relationships.
Yes.
And I mean, you need it for conflict resolution. You need it for everything. Something simple as picking up the milk. You need to communicate.
Yes. This is true.
I said skim, not whole. I want a divorce.
I mean, if people aren't able to have those tough, open, honest communication, it's just not going to work, right? So for me, that's a massive deal breaker if someone can't communicate.
Yep.
Very good. Sorry.
I heard Courtney's door lock, and I'm like, am I getting locked in here like some pedo situation?
Sorry.
Squirrel.
Safe.
We're safe, yes.
No Dave's allowed in here. Oh, sorry. I accidentally put that a deal breaker out loud. My bad.
Dave's are your deal breaker?
Yes, if his name's Dave, he's off. I'm done. Bye. Bye. Bye for Dave, David, DeVito, Dave. I don't care. Like any variation. Bye. Bye. Hit the road, Jack. Nope. Out. Deal breaker gone. Third time's a charm.
Sorry, we interrupted you, Grant. You were going to say something.
No worries. I'm just going to roll into the next section.
Go for it.
So, narcissistic behavior.
Oh,
Perfect segue from Dave.
Yeah. I want to like include like kind of with that, but gaslighting, unwillingness to compromise, not accepting responsibility, inability to apologize, always playing the victim. Like,
oh, fuck. Those are all so, yes, absolutely.
Especially the inability to apologize to the victim.
Like, we could talk about those for an hour. Like, it's exhausting even thinking about dealing with that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that's that. Yeah, narcissists, bye. Like,
yeah, totally.
Yeah. And then kind of I lumped a couple more in: lack of emotional intelligence, lack of empathy, lack of emotional support.
Yeah.
Going with all the emotions in that section there.
Yeah, those are very important. Yeah.
More.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, and that's the thing, we all need to be, aware of all these things, and I mean, in a relationship especially, there's two of you. So,
yeah, totally. Oh my gosh,
I feel like you're on a burning point. I'm intently listening to the next one.
Mm-hmm.
How do we feel about drugs?
We do not like them. We say no to drugs.
Yeah, that for me, I think. And again, people are into it. Whatever. Do your thing. Live your life. I'm not here to change you.
Yeah.
I'm not here to tell you what to do. If that's you, fantastic. You want to go rip lines of coke on the weekend? Have fun. I just won't be part of your life.
Yeah. Same with weed.
Now,
chronic pot smokers, alcohol, like it's all just as bad.
Like, okay, so at what point is that a deal breaker? And I'm talking about weed and alcohol. I'm not talking about like hard drugs. I think the hard drugs for me would be a line for sure. But like, what we're talking, like, you're going to go smoke weed or you're going to have a few drinks. Like, at what point does that become a deal breaker?
Or is it preference, I would say.
Or is it?
Me personally, and I'll probably get a lot of flack for this, but like, weed, I'm like,
it's annoying.
Weed for me, it's just, get a life. I don't know. Listen, I know a lot of people, they smoke it for medicinal purposes. It helps them sleep, whatever. Cool. Again, live your life.
Right.
It's just not for me.
No.
And like, and okay, gummies, again, you want to help sleep. Maybe I'm being a little contradictory. Maybe gummies, sleeping are fine. But if it's a dependency where you need to live everyday life, you can't go out in a social situation. It's just like, there's more going on. Why do you need drugs to cope?
I agree. And like, it's like, for me, I even find weed as a turnoff. I think it's gross too, smoking it. I was doing it at the end of the year last year because I was in that much of a state of depression from abuse. But even I was saying to my friends, I'm like, this is disgusting. I hate that I even need to, like, I was at my wits end. I was trying everything, not hard drugs, but it's like, even that turned me off. So I agree. It's like any of it. I even find, like, drugs, dependency, like drinking, pot, all of it. Yeah, like 100%. Like, how...
Like, do you think the dependency part is...
And the frequency. Okay. When it becomes a problem, like, I dated somebody that was paying more for pot a month than I was for rent.
Whoa!
Like, it's a problem.
Okay, yeah, that's bad.
So, but no.
And again, like, I'm not here to change anyone. If that's the life you live, great. You know what I mean? It's just a turn off for me. It's just not my thing. So, yeah.
Totally.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, so drugs is a no.
Instant no.
Yeah.
And I mean, even like with alcohol, I know a few people that they have a few drinks and they turn into ugly people.
Yes.
Really ugly people. So it's like, again, what's going on in your life? It's tough. But I mean, people just, again, you need to take responsibility for your actions, period.
Yep.
So
totally.
Yep.
Do you have any green flag? Oh, do you have more red flags? Actually, go on.
Well, I just wanted to quickly touch on like love languages and attachment styles.
Please,
yes, please.
Because so I mean, first of all, I feel like that's huge. Love languages, it plays such a major role in relationships. Just feeling fulfilled, and if that's not there, again, communication. Communication. You need to talk to your partner, get these things taken care of. But for me, big red flag, deal breaker is avoidant attachment style. Constant uphill battle, someone who just doesn't even want to discuss issues. They're constantly pulling back, running away. Don't ever want to have that communication. And it makes things next to impossible.
Now, do you think that goes hand in hand with emotional unavailability?
Potentially. It could big time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I mean, and so that kind of like leads to when there are issues in a relationship, people need to realize it's the two of you versus the problem, not the two of you versus each other.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Oh, amen to that.
Yeah.
That's,
So it's always difficult, right? Because I think in general, you have one person that is fighting so hard for the relationship.
Yes.
And the other person is just, you know what I mean? Brick wall, and there's no getting through. Mm-hmm. And so, I mean, I think that should be a big sign. Like, okay, this person's not interested in working on this. Yeah. I'll go find someone who is.
And you know what? I feel like that happens in friendships too, because I'm even seeing that now. It's like, if they're going to stonewall you, like I think the avoidance is stonewalling, then I think that that's a depiction of how they value you. Not on your own value and how you perceive yourself and what you know your worth is, but how they are placing your value.
Yeah, absolutely.
Big time.
If you care enough, you will work on it. And again, you will make the problem, not the person. If you care about them, you're going to want to, you know, foster that relationship and connection and repair whatever it is and build it. Even if it shifts whatever that connection is, you still want to show that person what they mean to you.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, for sure.
What other thoughts you have, Grant?
Okay, let me enough with the negatives. Can we touch on
what do you want to touch on, Grant?
I want compliments.
Ooh, okay.
So in general, now this isn't, you know, the absolute rule, but in general, men do not receive a lot of compliments in life. And I would say they would go a long way and be greatly appreciated. And for a man, I'm telling you, something as simple as you look nice today, you smell good. It's just so easy. And I guarantee 99% of men, they do not get compliments in life. And so I'm sure some of them would be weird about it.
Can I jump in on that one, Grant?
Oh, yeah.
Jump.
Because I have personal frustration with this one.
Oh.
So I have two questions. The first one I'm going to ask you is,
Two questions.
So you know me very well. You've known me for years, and it's not like we've had gaps in our friendship, so you know me and the growth and development and shifts. Now, you also know the people I've dealt with. So for me, I will only give compliments when they're genuine, but I know even like recently, like I was giving genuine compliments to this man, and like I make them well known. I let them know how I feel. Like I'll let them know like you're a king, or I feel safe with you, or you know you're a leader. Like I think you're sexy. You have a really sexy face. Like you look really great in this. I will give them those compliments. And it's almost like they'll get annoyed or mad or like complete self-deprecation.
The self-deprecation kind of like overrules all of it.
Yeah. And it's almost like it's like, how do you deal with that? What's that about? So it's like men are so deprived of that, but then you give it to them and it's almost like they're repulsed. Can you speak to that and help me understand?
So I almost want to say it would probably, in those situations, probably just massive insecurities, and they don't feel worthy of that compliment, period, because they just don't believe it to be true. And they're probably at such a low point. And I mean, you could tell them that they're the greatest man on the face of the planet, and it would never even come close to getting through. You know what I mean? And I know, Brianne, if you're giving those compliments, it is genuine. And you mean it.
Oh, thanks.
I feel like, you know what I mean? Those guys they're not in a good place and definitely need to maybe work on themselves a little bit.
I have a follow-up question I want to add on to that. I want to jump onto that. In terms of, you know, like giving your man a compliment or giving your man, you know, like building him up and kind of thing. I've also heard that the argument could be made that that's a little bit emasculating. Now, I don't know.
Interesting.
If you're going to tell them, and I don't think that, like, maybe not, like, you know, you look really good today or you smell good, but certain things that us as women would be appreciative of receiving as a compliment, we couldn't necessarily say that to a man and have him react the same way.
Like when you lie and you tell me it's a big package to make him feel better about himself, but it's not actually true, but you want him to feel like it's true. Hey, I build egos, okay? I'm sorry to all of you that I've pumped up. I might have been lying. I'm not going to say which one of you I was or wasn't.
Oh my gosh. There's a reason we changed lyrics to a song. So anyway, tangent. Yeah, that's kind of my question is, what, if any, like, is there any like emasculating feeling about that, or does it depend on the comment? Does it depend on who it's coming from?
I think at the end of the day, it would be just the person receiving. And
Okay.
I mean, did they hug their father growing up? Did they hug their mother growing up? But
Well,
that's fair, though.
It is fair. It's a fair question.
Yeah. And okay, so does it fall back to love language? Is it words of affirmation?
Oh.
That could be off-putting to some.
That could be off-putting. That is very interesting.
But then that comes down to communication, too.
Yes, it does.
Everything comes down to communication.
Yeah.
Because when
It really
communication's in play, problems are away.
Going away.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I love it.
I know you always like my one-liners. I appreciate you.
They're endless.
Like my love for you guys. Aww.
Okay, so I wanted to say big green flag.
Yes.
And okay, and I'm gonna say a woman who initiates sex and intimacy, so hot.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely not saying all the time. I'm saying once in a while, and it could be something subtle. You grab him, you kiss him, show him some passion, show him some love, sit him down, daddy, enjoy the ride.
Now, go on.
The man needs to be the aggressor. He's the animal. He's the one taking charge. But yeah, once in a while, for the lady to step up and do a little thing or two.
Take care of her, man.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Now, of course, you mean when you're actually in a relationship. You're not just giving this out to Joe Blow, who hasn't claimed you or earned you. He doesn't get that, right?
It might be a little weird walking down the street and do this to a random person.
You know what I mean? I'm just saying, if a man is like playing games and he's hit like those flags and he hasn't actually picked you and chose you, you're not because you're basically saying we need to respect ourselves as women, like get rid of the red flags. If that is your man and he's declared, that's when you do it, right?
100%. 100%. In a relationship, yes.
Yeah.
Right?
You don't want to give him the prize if you're not the prize.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because when a man leads properly, I'll submit naturally. Daddy wants a sandwich? Daddy's going to get a sandwich. Daddy's going to get 2 sandwiches and a BJ. You want a milkshake, Daddy? You can have whatever you want. You can put me wherever you want. You can have wherever you want. But you better be leading like a man and claiming me like your woman, and there better not be no one else involved. You better make it known, and then you can have me however way you want.
Yeah, I think that's...
Is that fair, Grant?
I love it.
For those of you that couldn't hear that, it was very low and quiet.
I love it.
I love it.
Now, I have to ask you, because again, you know me, this is my other question. Because you know all the circumstances, situationships, financationships, projectationships, whatever, manipulationships that I've been involved in and been gaslit, thinking that they're more often. Now, would you say, what am I doing wrong in the flag category, or what am I doing right? Is there things that I should be aware of or improve on? Like, what is the problem here with this?
I think, number one, when these guys are showing you their true colors of who they are, you are not listening. You are not...
You're not running in the other direction.
Yeah.
The red is pink, and I'm not seeing it red enough.
That's right.
Yeah. You might be a little colorblind. On the red flag.
Hey, in my defense, I am.
You are a little bit. You're not, no pun intended. You're not seeing correctly.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, Brianne. I don't know. That's the thing. I mean, you're such a genuine, sweet person, and it's not you. I promise you.
Say more nice things like that.
Oh my gosh.
We we used to talk all the time about trying to find quality people.
Yeah.
And we would always just end up being friends with these trashy losers. And listen, I'm not better than anyone, but we need quality people in our lives. And Brianne, we need to find you a quality man.
We do.
Am I hitting the green flags though? Like, hypothetically, am I hitting the what men see as green flags.
You green flag.
Oh.
And I think, I truly believe that you intimidate the shit out of a lot of guys.
I would absolutely agree with that.
Why? I'm not scary, and it makes me so mad. Like,
No.
I can feel them
Because you're
vibrate and nervous. Like, I can feel their anxiety around me, and it makes me mad. Like, I'm sweet, I build them up, I'm caring, I'm loving, I touch them, I, like, build them in every way. I financially support them, I cook for them. Like,
that's your flag right there. You're way too intelligent, and you do way too much right off the bat.
But it's not even all right off the bat. I stopped making cookies and giving for a reason, and I still get fucked. Not literally, because I've been abstinent for 2 years. Because you can put a bullet in stupid, you can't fix stupid, so you shouldn't fuck it either. I'm just saying, like, I don't know why I'm scary, and it makes me mad, because sometimes, honestly, like, do guys just, like, this is a good question. Do guys like dumb girls? Because I'd rather drop out of school right now and, like, thumb my sphincter and, like, drool on my elbow and be stupid and, like, a loser and, like, work at McDonald's and have love than be some person that's, like, self-sufficient. I'm not being self-sufficient because I have an attitude of, oh, I'm an independent woman, don't need a man. It's, I have to get through life on my own because I am just currently on my own. So I'm doing the things you need to do to survive. And how is that being held against me? How is that bad and intimidating and gross? Do I need to be dumb, like, and start drooling and dye my hair?
No.
Mm-mm.
No, absolutely not. Don't change ever. I feel like it's the lower quality people want those dumb girls because they don't have anything to offer, and so they just feel like they can skate by with these dumb women who don't know any better. But yeah, Brianne, you're an intelligent woman. You have so much to offer, and so then you meet a guy and he feels as though he's not worthy, feels intimidated. He probably has genuine feelings for you, but just doesn't even know what to do with them because he's like, wow, she's twice the woman I could ever handle. I don't know what to do. I'm scared.
I'm gonna start crying on the podcast. It's not fair. It's not fucking fair. So man up, all you bastards. Because now I'm getting emotional on my own podcast. Thank you, Grant. I promise these are tears of feeling supported and loved by someone of the opposite sex. So thank you.
You're welcome.
And on behalf of all women, thank you. Because it's incredibly frustrating.
Yes.
So frustrating.
Yeah.
But I love what you said. It's like, people need to put into relationships equally. And I love that you said that, like, women need to respect their men 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I also have to say this, that men need to earn those women and pursue them, but you, as a woman, we need to be earn-worthy, but you constantly need to be in pursuit of your partner. You need to be choosing your partner every day. You need to get her from the beginning. You don't just get the glory of a girlfriend. You don't get girlfriend and wifey qualities when you're, like, keeping her as, like, a side piece, or she's entertainment to you.
Yeah.
No, you don't get to have that expectation.
That's true. That is very true.
It's a two-way street. Like, be earn-worthy to get respect as a man, but pursue her to get that respect. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and I agree 100%. I love to add to that and just say, like you're saying, constant pursuit. I believe you need to date your partner for life.
Yep.
There's no, we're married now. Now we can sit in opposite ends of the house and never speak again. No, you need to plan out, and I don't care if it's weekly, bi-weekly, monthly. I don't care if you have kids. I don't care.
Yeah.
You need to continue to date your partner.
Yep.
Show them that they mean something to you.
Absolutely.
That's so important.
And it goes both ways.
It does. It truly does.
Yep.
I feel so many relationships are just lost at sea. They have no clue because, and honestly, and I kind of want to touch like the honeymoon phase.
Yes.
I feel like the honeymoon phase will last as long as you put effort into it lasting.
Yes, I said that.
See, I am currently in my honeymoon phase right now. I've just started my relationship, so I'm.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm, like, over the moon in love, and just, like, every day is just.
And that doesn't need to die.
Yeah,
you keep choosing each other.
I don't ever want that to die. I want that to be forever and ever and ever and ever and ever.
Like, even DF and I, we used to have date night every Friday. We made date night on purpose.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it's amazing. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm way out of line in that thinking, but I feel like the honeymoon phase can last for a very long time. You just need to put that effort in. And again, communicate.
Yes.
Yes. Communicate.
It can last. I've had it. I had it last 5 years.
That's amazing.
It's possible. Grant, this is amazing.
This is awesome, Grant.
I knew. I was so excited. I knew who my guest star had to be. G-Wagon. Like, you threw it out. You gave it. Like, thank you.
You hit this one out of the park.
Yeah, like, you've given so much great advice to men in what to look for in women and where to run. You've given great advice to women on what to look for men and run. And, like, also the green flags. Like, this is fantastic, and we appreciate you so much, and I'm so happy you're on the podcast.
I know, we're so gonna have you back.
I love it. Thank you so much. Honestly, it's so easy. I feel like we could talk for hours.
We could.
Doesn't Jason Aldean sing about that? You make it easy.
I have no idea.
He so does. Okay, I'm like, last thing, because I'm a squirrel. When you said relationships are lost at sea, I started laughing because my favorite song by Alan Walker faded. Atlantis, under the sea.
You're funny.
Where are you now? Another dream.
Oh dear.
Are you just imaginary? Squirrel. So I got a little excited. You know me, Grant, there's a song for everything.
There is.
There is.
Truly.
Right?
And she knows what it is.
All right. Well,
we appreciate it, Grant. Thank you so very much for being on the podcast.
Yes.
And we will absolutely have you back.
I can't wait. Honestly, thank you so much.
And I will wish you continued success in finding a high-quality lady if you don't already have one.
Yes.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Good luck. Thank you, sir.
All right, you bet. Have a great night.
You too. Night.
Thanks. Bye.
So that was Grant. What a fabulous call that was.
I know. I knew he was going to be outstanding.
That was very outstanding. I actually learned quite a bit.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I learned quite a bit, and I feel like I'm on the right track.
You are. I have no doubts, like, at all. You two are you just work, and it's so lovely.
Yeah.
It just works.
It
so
does.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Keep doing what we're doing.
Ooh, let the dogs out. Ooh.
Oh no.
Pause and Appreciate. I'm really excited about this one. It's my favorite for years now. And I totally got Courtney to download me the video so I can keep it forever. And we will share the link, but it is the funniest effing voiceover dog segment with this African dude that like voiceovers for his crazy dog. One's name is Zoomy and the other one's Boo Boo.
Zoomy and Boo Boo.
And Zoomy's cute. He looks like a mini husky. I don't even know what kind of dog that is.
I think they're corgis.
Are they? He's so cute. I
don't know. I'd have to watch it again.
Yeah, this is so effing cute. I love it. This is like, I found it years ago and I still effing love it. And when I'm sad, I sit there howling, laughing. Like I was like a hyena.
She really was. Oh my gosh.
The dog's just running back and forth all wild, and like the bigger one's just sitting there. The Zoomy's like running back and forth going, "Get out of my way, Boo Boo. I'm just trying to get my exercises on and be a healthy dog. What do you want? Why are you trying to bug me? I ain't trying to be fat like Boo Boo." I'm trying to be fat like Boo Boo.
I can confirm it is pretty funny. That guy does a lot of voiceovers. He does a lot of TikToks for animal TikToks.
I just let the dog. He's just ready to go. He's going. He's so cute. He's gonna jump in the video and steal him. And yes, that is the Pause and Appreciate this week because it's just so endearing and adorable and hilarious.
Yeah, if anybody hasn't guessed, we love dog videos.
And cats. Animal
videos are always entertaining.
I love animal
You can't
videos.
go wrong.
Zoomy is so cute.
Boo Boo.
Boo Boo. I'll be fat like Boo Boo. I gotta go back over there and finish what I started. Link will be in the description. We hope you all enjoy it as much as I clearly have.
Absolutely.
I might have to change my gitch from laughing so hard.
Oh my gosh.
TMI JK. Until next week.
You're listening to Blind Chats with the Backroad Chicks. Thanks for joining our late night cruise.
For help keeping your drive alive, please tune in next week for more shenanigans.